Well, sometimes you get a little caught off guard because you turn an app on just to see if you can get an order, even though you hadn't planned on working that day. Well, this is what happened. Check it out. It's kind of hard to say no to an offer like that, so I'm going to head on in here to Walmart, get this order shopped, and, you know, I'll probably try to find something else to do besides work, but, you know, if an order like that pops up, even on your day off, it, like I said, it's hard to refuse that. Let's go get her done. All right, well, I got that order shopped, and now I'm heading over to drop it off. And I sure hope that tip sticks, though, because they were wanting some kind of alcohol mix. I don't even know what it is. And some skewers. And they were out of both of those items, and the only thing that I knew to substitute the missing liquor mix with, Spark wouldn't let me use that for a substitute. So go figure why they give you the option to add a substitute if they're not going to let you substitute an item. And there is no substitute for skewers as far as I know. But anyhow, got it shopped, heading over to drop it off, and crossing my fingers that the order sticks. So how's y'all's Memorial Day weekend? Hope y'all are having a great one out there and maybe making some money or enjoying some family time or lake time or some sunshine. Just enjoying something. It is definitely a warm one today, 91 degrees. Be a little warm out on the lake. I had came to town to do a review is actually what I had done, and I was just gonna kind of mess around in town, you know, piddle around, not work, just other than doing that review, but just kind of mess around, see what I could get into, do a little local lake fishing, and I got my review done, and I was fixing to head to Taco Casa for something to eat, and I thought, well, it's 3:17. Let's kick this app on, just kind of see what was going on. I was just curious, and before I could get out away from the little lake that I was at doing the review at, it went off for that shopping order. I'm debating on whether to leave it on or not. I think I will leave it on just to kind of see. I saw a couple of other Sparkers in that particular Walmart doing some shopping orders. And, excuse me, I just dislike people that will just slow down to nothing and don't start going. Somebody in front of them was turning, so they slowed down. But after the person turned and was clear, they kept going about 20 miles an hour in a 45 mile an hour speed zone. So I just got on around them. I don't have time for that. Not even when I ain't got nothing to do. I ain't got time to drive 20 miles an hour in a 45 mile an hour speed zone, because it's going to get you run over. And Spark drivers like me do not like it. Y'all ever notice the new Corvettes? They look really cool, okay? I'll give them that. But they have lost the Corvette image, the looks. They're looking more like Lamborghinis and Ferraris. They don't even look like a Corvette anymore. I don't get it. Why do you want to copy something else? Be unique. Be different. What was that old commercial? Dare to be different?
Dare to be different.
Well, I think some people took that one to the extreme. I gotta get this unloaded. I'll check back with y'all shortly. $11. They gotta be joking. And the other one's way out of town, so reject and a reject. Of course, that wasn't important to reject because it was not a round robin. It was a first come, first serve. Got those rejected. Hopefully something comes in better, but if not, it's my day off anyway, right? It's people taking this kind of crap that makes it hard for people that's trying to actually make some money, because they take these orders and then Walmart says, well, somebody will take it. They always do. We've got them hooked in. And a lot of people say, well, it beats sitting around in the parking lot doing nothing. No, not really, because if I was in a parking lot, there's a pretty good chance. I won't say there's a absolute chance, but a pretty good chance. Look at that. Oh, it's just coming around again. That's pathetic. But anyway, there's a pretty good chance that I would get another good shopping order like that, or a $17 to $25 order. It would beat taking this, and people still take this stuff. I just don't get it. But everybody's got to do what they think is the right thing to do. But I guarantee you, at the end of the year, they're going to look back, if they even think about it, and look at how much they spent on gas, how many miles they put on their car, and then how much they made. You do all that calculation, you're going to figure it out. It ain't worth it. And most of these people that take these kind of orders, not all of them, but most of them, are probably newer drivers that don't know any better, and they haven't put a pencil to it and figured it out. Just my thoughts on it. Could be wrong, but you do what you need to do. Whatever makes you happy. $11, 2 orders, 4 miles. The thing of it is, some of you people that look at it, $9, 2 orders, $7.49, 1 order, $12.90, 2 orders. And some of you people that do DoorDash and just food deliveries and you don't do Spark, you may be thinking, what's wrong with you, Grandpa? Those are good orders. Here's the kicker, okay? Now granted, it is $4.43. So these are probably round robins that nobody took for obvious reasons. But the thing of it is it may take you about 20 minutes to get these loaded. If I'm over away from the Walmart, and it's about a half a mile back behind me, I could head back over there, and it's going to take me about 20 minutes from right now to the time I get loaded. Could take 10 minutes, but usually it's going to be 15 to 20 minutes. Because right now they're busy getting other people loaded, and by the time you drive and get those drops done and get back to where you can get a good order, it's going to be at least 45 minutes. Now you want to tell me $11 is worth 45 minutes, or $9 or $7.49? Generally speaking, it's an hour per order. Not drop, because most of them are 2 on the order, because they're stacked. Very rarely do you see 1 order or 1 drop on 1 order. There is one, $7.49. And even if you do get that done within an hour, and you get back to the Walmart, it's probably going to be several minutes before you get another order. So all in all, you still got an hour wrapped up in the 1 order. But you do what you think's best for you. I'm telling you, you need to be working on other means of income, because these gig apps, they're not sustainable for a long period of time. Now maybe they're sustainable for 5 years, 10 years, maybe. That's what I'm hoping for. They might be sustainable for a few years, if you're lucky. And the thing of it is the base pay keeps going down and down and down. And pretty soon, there is going to be no base pay. It's strictly going to be tips. That's what you're going to be working for, strictly tips. And you're using your car, your gas, putting the miles on your car, the wear and tear, everything else, for the hopes of getting a tip. You got to do better than this, folks. So be working on something else to get some income coming in. And these gig apps are great for allowing you the flexibility and the free time to be working on something else. But if you're just gonna be just counting on gig apps and that's all you're gonna do, I think you're heading down a bad road. I'm not saying you are, but I think you are. I've been doing it about 3 years now, and up until the middle of last year, it was pretty good. But it's becoming a thing of the past to make good money. Now you're just scraping the bottom of the barrel to keep from having to commit to a regular W-2 job, because there's a lot of W-2 jobs. This bottom line is they're going to pay more than this. Now you may say, Grandpa, I'm making $20 an hour doing these gig apps. I can't go to work very many places for $20 an hour. You're right, you can't. But have you stopped and deducted your gas, your maintenance, the wear and tear, the depreciation? What are you going to do when your engine blows? Transmission drops. What are you going to do then? Are you going to tell me that this pays more? In the long run, it does not pay more. Temporarily, yes. Long term, no. It's not going to pay in the long run. Know what this job is good for is single parents that can't get assistance with child care because they make just a smidgen too much, and retired folks, and folks that just want to go out and make 20 or 30 bucks to go out that evening. It's about all these gig apps are good for. And a lot of people are going to argue that. I realize that, because they're going to say, I pay all my bills and I have done this and I've done that, and I have to. So I'm not disagreeing with you, but that was yesterday. Figuratively speaking, that's not the future. Because you know as well as I, if you've been doing these apps very long, you know as well as I do, they are not paying anywhere near as what they did 2 years ago. Not even close. So do what you need to do, but try to be working on other things. And no matter what you're doing, be happy doing it. Because if you ain't happy, it ain't worth doing. You might not be happy all the time, but the majority of the time, you need to be happy, because life is miserable if you're not happy. Duh. Anyway, y'all keep smiling, dashing, dancing, prancing, doing whatever it is you want to do. Just keep doing something, because you're going to grow old if you don't. See y'all in the next video. Bye, y'all. That crap off my screen.